My name is Sabrina G. Valbrun. I am a mother, a wife. I have two little ones. Well, I was born in Haiti. I would say raised here. I've been here since I was 9 years old. I am co-owner. My husband and I, we own a restoration company going on 7 years now. Pretty much water restoration. So any type of roof leak, mold in your home, we do commercial and residential. I am a woman in construction, so I do paint, I do climb roof with him, and I also do office work. My passion is I run an organization also called the Unspoken Foundation. I am the founder of the Unspoken Foundation. 5 years ago, my family and I, we will host dinner. We usually pick, someone house that we go to, we hosted. And then just so happened my sister, my cousin, and we were just having, girls talk. In the midst of the girls talk, and we all just so happened to found out my two cousin and my little sister was being, abused by with the same person. And I also have experience, where it didn't really go that far with me, but someone that actually rented a room within our house. So pretty much someone that we trust. We pretty much caters to Haitian women that have been molested or have been raped. We pretty much encourage them to talk about what have happened because I have experienced it. I have sisters and cousins that have experienced sexual abuse, and that's how the foundation come about. And OCAP, because that's the area that I'm from. So we focus on that area. So we send about 100 kids to school every year where we pay their tuition, uniform, we give school supplies. Find out a lot of Haitian women, Haitian girls have experienced sexual abuse, have been raped. But for some reason, it's such a taboo subject and no one is
Mhm.
really, like talking about it. They have been like, sweep it under the rug, and even though we're the victim, and it's like we're not allowed to talk about it. Unspoken build. It's a platform where people can talk freely. You can call someone in confidence and talk about your experience. We usually have, tea parties where people can sit down. Where's a judgment-free zone where you can come and talk. We share our stories and trying to elevate. One of the board members actually a social worker. So if someone really need help, we're able to get them free therapy. We are able to get them the help. Well, we go to different foster homes where we talk to teenagers and give, talk to them. We bring them hygiene product. After we do that, we have sit down with them and do, have conversations to make them feel comfortable. Before COVID, I used to throw like a gala every year where you can actually dress up in the fundraiser, whatever fund that I raise from here, we send it for the kids that's in school at the gala. People are aware of what the gala is about. We also always have a guest speaker that have experienced that's out of the box, that's comfortable as a speaker. For little kids, it's like even with my kids, they 7, 10 years old, we host different workshops for children so they are well aware. Hey, you know what, your parents, you should not be keeping a secret from them. They your number one protector. So we like teach them the sign early. We have different type of event. It's not just tea. We have workshop, we have galas. It's a lot of different things. I want to build more like a technical school where they can learn how to sew or learn how to do hair, or where they can learn how to, use the computer, something small where I can take, a few kids every year and teach them like a trade. The few events we had like mommy and me talk,
Mhm.
where they dress alike. And then we talk with everybody in general, and then we break them into group where one of the board members will speak with the kids and then I will speak with the mothers. Because we all know it doesn't matter how comfortable you are with your children. Most of the time when something happened, the parents are always like the last person to find out. We trying to teach the parents, the signs that you have to pay attention to, because a lot of time I just say, hey, if your children used to be like a good student and they used to get straight A's and or or B's, and it's just like out of the blue they acting up, they not behaving, they not getting good grades, Because especially with Haitian, they feel like, oh, m'paye kai m'bo manger, ti moun pa gen stress. Children do go through, they do have stress. A lot of time we going through things, we don't explain anything to them, and we expect them to be okay with it, but at the same time they are little humans with feelings. So and when you notice that your kid was a very good a good student, and they start acting up, that's a sign for you to start kind of like, oh, okay, maybe I need to look into it. Let me, create, just mommy and me time. When you pick them up, don't just like put the music on, just like have conversation. Hey, little Johnny, how was your day? Anything happened today? Anything special happened today? Anybody was being mean to you today? Did any of the kids bully you today? It's like those little questions, you gotta create them so you can have conversation with your children. Well, what surprised me the most is that the amount of, children, especially within our Haitian community, that's being like abused and that have experienced sexual abuse, especially, in the church, in the church, and it's being kept like a secret. And you know what? They are expecting them not to talk about it like it never happens. That it's like a big shocker to me, because it's like, why won't you want like a kid to talk about something that happened to them? Even as adults, you have to let it out, because keeping it inside, that can cost a lot of, problem in your marriage. That can cost a lot of problem of you being the mothers, because you never talked about it. We can't make the victim feel guilty for something that they went through, something that was done to them. It's like now very comfortable where, I can stand in front of a crowd and, talk about what happened to me and why I started the foundation. It's a lot of us out there. It's like, it gives me a voice, not only for me, but for other women that's afraid to talk about what happened. When someone call me in confidence and they tell me, hey, I think my kids is being abused in my house, and they feel like it's nothing that they can really do about it. And because, hey, maybe the person that they feel like is doing something to their kids, that's who's paying all the bills, and they have to stay, within the relationship. And even though they are telling you that, and they telling you, hey, they don't want you, to report it right now. So it's like you hearing it and you kind of like have to keep it inside, because at the end of the day, I don't have, a home where I can take every family in. So sometimes it can be very tough and very challenging, but at the same time, I would not change it for the world, because I feel like, hey, sometimes you just have to just, listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just want, a shoulder to cry on. It's not all the time you have to move, I'm all about action, but it's not all the time you have to move with action. Sometimes you have to listen, take note, so you know exactly how you're gonna carry it out. What inspires me to keep going is my girls. I have two girls. I have two little ones. Well, like I said,
Yeah.
they 7 and 8. And it's like they so innocent. My two girls, and you know what, and like I said, being a voice for other victim, that's what really inspired me and keep me going. If you're able to collaborate, regardless with me or anybody else that have a foundation, what, that's stand strong on education, or even the area where you come from, même si c'est 5 timon or 10 timon, you can send to school and you can follow up with them, every year or every other month, reach out to their parents to see how they doing. I encourage everybody to do it. Trying to mentor a young kid in Haiti. I encourage everybody to do it. I also run a networking group called Building Us Network, where I promote Black-owned businesses only. You guys can go, I guess, follow the page on Facebook, Instagram, and we also have a website. It's the same name, the Unspoken Bell Foundation.